Hi everyone, welcome back to Stuttering Tech. I'm the one and only Stuttering Drew. Please support by subscribing to the channel, hitting that bell notification icon, and giving this video a thumbs up. Also, leave your comments down below. But yes, I'm giving an update about this phone, and it's not as bad as as it was as it previously as I said it was in the last video I made. I know I said that I love the phone, but it has the band issue. It only has 3 out of the 6 bands needed here in the States. And because of that, when I went to a farm out in out in Connecticut, 130 miles from where I live here, and my reception was gone in certain areas. It was just gone. I had no internet. My calls would take a long time to go through. I do love the cameras in here, even though it does lack some dynamic range in certain aspects. Sometimes it's hit or miss. I do use it with the Gcam app, and I will show some sample pictures that I didn't do in the last one. I will have some sample pictures at the end of this video. But yes, as I was saying, my main issue was phone calls and stuff like that. And so far here in New York, I don't have that much issues with it, except like I said, certain places I go, my reception, at least on the 4G side, is just bad. I'm at work and I'm using the company's Wi-Fi, and I was wondering how can I make Wi-Fi calls over Wi-Fi and whatever. I remember the OnePlus 5T, it has Wi-Fi calling, but you have to register your stuff, your address with T-Mobile and all that stuff in order to do so. So I wasn't sure how I was going to do this in this phone. It wasn't even, the option wasn't even there, which I'll go ahead and show you guys that. So now here's the phone right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm going to go into the settings, and I'll show you right here. I don't know how well you guys can see that. This thing is trying to focus on my face, but you want to go into the SIM card and mobile networks, and then you want to go into whichever SIM you have. Now it is a dual SIM phone. I have one SIM inserted, so you go into the SIM that you have inserted, and or whichever one you want to do it for. And as you can see, there's no option here at all. There's no option here for Wi-Fi calling or VoLTE or anything. And I actually got a message recently saying that because T-Mobile is doing updates to the network, this phone wouldn't have the feature for voice over for VoLTE, which stands for voice over LTE, if I don't upgrade my phone, which I'm not, because I just got this phone. So now there's a way. I found a way. I don't know if anyone else has done a video on this. I know I've found videos about other phones, and apparently this is not even from what I read. It only works on phones that on Xiaomi phones that has the that doesn't have Snapdragon, but this is a Snapdragon phone and it does work. So what you want to do is you want to go to your phone, and you go to the dialer, as you can see I just did here, and then you want to enter the code. So I will put that on the screen. It is star pound star pound. I have a cheat sheet right here. 86583 pound star pound, and I'll enter the last star right here. For a lot of you, that pound is hashtag, but you can see it right there, and I'm gonna go and I'll touch that star, and you should see a message pop up saying that search is enabled, and it should come up with that option. Now I don't know how well you can see this. Let me get out of the phone. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this, but look right in the very top. On the very top of the screen, you're gonna see the VoLTE icon pops up. Now I'll go back to the settings, into that same section, in, into that same sim and mobile side. And as you can see, now the option is there. It says VoLTE and it is enabled. Now, for the Wi-Fi calling, which is not here, and something I use on my OnePlus 5T, and when I'm at work, I actually switch out my phones. I switch my phone, I swap my phone, and believe it or not, even though I love the OnePlus 5T, I can't get over since having this phone. I can't get over having such those big notches on my phone, and I just had to revert, even though I don't have the reception that I have with that phone, even though that phone still has loss of reception in certain areas that this one also does. At work, just that's how the building is. So we have Wi-Fi. So I also found the code, the to enter this code also, which will enable um, voice over Wi-Fi, or it's called VoWi, VoWiFi, and I'm gonna enter that right now, and it's star pound, and I also have that in the screen as well. 869434, and then it's the other way pound star pound, and then I'll enter the last one here right for you guys to see. I don't know. Well, I got it angled in front of the camera, but I can't see. And as it came up with the message that it's enabled. Now, unlike the VoLTE, this damn bike, unlike the VoLTE, which popped up instantly right after, this one doesn't. It doesn't come up on the phone whatsoever. It doesn't come up on the phone. So because even though the option is there now, it's not enabled. So now and this works for Xiaomi phones. So I'm not sure. I see other people using it. I see that it's confirmed to work on other models of Xiaomi phones as well. So you go back to the same settings, SIM card and networks. I go to my SIM one, and as you can see right here, it's now, the option is now here to enable it, and now it's enabled. Now, even though it's enabled, it still wouldn't turn on. Now, the way how it works, yes, it says use Wi-Fi to make and receive calls whenever possible. So when you don't have, when you don't have, I don't know why it's so hard for me to say this. I'm trying not to stutter as much. But when you don't have, when you're in an area where you don't have service, your service is cut out, and you have Wi-Fi, that's when it will enable and you will be able to make phone calls over Wi-Fi. It comes in handy, and I haven't even looked back at my OnePlus 5T because all I go is from work to home, and everywhere I go. Now, when I'm in the house, I'm on Wi-Fi. When I'm out on and when I'm at work, I'm using the company's Wi-Fi. So that's how I'm able to make calls. My boss is able to call me. If anyone needs me for anything, they can call me directly, and there wouldn't be a problem like they were before. People was calling me and couldn't get me, and all I got is voicemails that came in whenever I get reception. So yeah, the phone is not as bad, but it's still a hassle because, like I said, if I go out certain places, certain states, it wouldn't work for me. I haven't. I mean, I have relatives way up in New Jersey. I don't know if I go there if my phone will work, if the reception will be bad. Because I know before even with my OnePlus 5T, when I went out there, at least from where my relatives live, which is basically like in the suburbs, and there's a lot of trees, and my reception would be bad out there, even with my OnePlus 5T. So, but Boost works very well out there. I don't know if it still will be, and the network is changing over to the T-Mobile network. Even though it will still be it will still be Boost, but it'll be on under the T-Mobile branch. So I don't know if that will actually be as good as it was. I don't know, but I know with this phone, it probably will be not even get reception out there. But I mean, this kind of helps. Wi-Fi, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can make calls. Yes. So the phone is not as bad as I thought it was. It's not as bad. I still don't recommend it. If you're willing to put up with the issues, then yes, it's a great phone. I've been watching Netflix as of late. I just finished watching the new season of Lucifer. Can't wait. I know they said it was going to be the final one, but it seems they signed up for it's renewed for a season 6. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Until next time, this is the Stuttering one, Drew. Stuttering Drew, that is. Support the channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, leave your comments down below, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.